Video will take up how to create a plan of this dimension and insert the doors and windows of this size by using the Revit software. So first we'll go for the Revit software and I will just click on new, click on template here. I want to go for default. You just click on default because that is in inches and feet. So I will just click on OK. So once you do that, you will have a the Revit architectural view here, the window, wherein you have a properties dialog box, and here you have the project browser. If you look at this, you have the floor plan and you have the ceiling plan, and we have level 1 and level 2 in views, that is in the floor plan, and also level 1 and level 2 in the ceiling plan. The moment when you talk say about the floor, it will be at the ground, and then the ceiling plan, it will be at the first floor, that is at the top. Then you have the elevation, building elevation. You have east, which is refers to this camera, and we have north, which is refers to this camera, and you have south refer to this one, and the west, it is referred to this. That is the looking direction from where the elevation, that means the height of the wall, which we can be able to see. Suppose if you are considering the wall. So first thing is here all the dimensions are given in feet. So I will just select the template drawing as the default imperial. Then first I want to go for the setting. So to do that, first I will go for manage, then come down to units. This is one method, or else I will just type UN directly. That is the shortcut key. In this, I want to go for the distance. You just click on this and make sure that you have it in feet. And I will say OK. And then I will going to take up the OK here. So now we have set the units. The next thing is I want to start the construction of the wall. So construction of the wall, which what we are considering is of about 9 inches throughout. So first I want to, since I want to construct the wall, I will just go for wall. Come down to architecture, click on wall now. The moment when you go for the wall, first we are going to have the basic wall of generic 8 inches. But actually all the walls are made out of 9 inches. So if you just click on this, do you have any 9 inches wall here? No. Since you don't have any 9 inches wall, I need to create the 9 inches wall. So to create a 9 inches wall, you come down to generic 8 inch. Then you just click on edit type. And here you don't change anything in this particular library file because that is the one which has been already created by the software. So now I want to go for duplicate. You just click on the duplicate. I will going to create one more of the same library, material library, and then I will change it in that. So I want the wall to be of 9 inches wall. So I will just type wall because all are same thickness. So I will take only wall. Suppose if you have external wall and the interior wall, then you create the external wall and the interior wall. So since I want the only one wall of 9 inches, you just click on OK. And then the type will going to be wall of 9 inches, but actually you have created the type name, but you have not changed the wall thickness. So to do that, I will just come down to structure, wherein you have edit. Then in the structure, you can see, and if you just click on this and you can change a lot of things here, which is available. What are the different types, colors, and all those things which you can give, all the, whether it is wood or whether it is glass, all these things which you can give it in this one. So, but we are going to take up at the later stage. So here, the main intention is I want to create a 9 inches wall. You type 9 inch, 0 feet, 9 inches, and then click on OK, then click on apply and say OK. So now we have started constructing the wall. So how to construct the wall? we have several methods in which you can do it, but we will try to, as far as possible, I will going to give the maximum options, but still that depends upon the individual how they will going to consider it. So the first thing is what I want is we have the wall which is inner face to inner face of the wall. So this is from inner wall to this inner wall is 11 feet, and from this inner wall to this inner wall is 16 feet. First, let us concentrate only on this one now. One way is you draw walls of 1, 2, 3, and 4, or we just take 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Like that also it can be done. But only thing is, I will show you first. Let us go by one. Say I want to go for this. I want to create a rectangle of 11 feet by 16 feet. So to do that, so since it is the basic wall, it's already selected. I will go for this rectangle. You just click on the rectangle. The moment when you click that, you can see here or the wall. You have some characteristics of the wall. What is that? The height, which is unconnected. I want to connect the top of the wall should be connected to level 2, and then I will just click on level 2 here. Before that, what we can do is first we will try to name the levels now. See, basically level 1 is the ground floor, and level 2 is the first floor or the roof of the first floor. So the roof of the ground floor. You just click on this, and I will double click on this south. Now you come down to where exactly you can see that level 1 and level 2. So the level 1 and level 2 I can be able to see only in the elevation. So where is the elevation? You can see here the elevation building. You have east, north, south, and west. So I will just click on the south. That means I'm looking from this direction, and I will just click on this and double click on this. You will come to see that you have the wall here. Okay. So you have the level 1 here. Okay. Then you have level 2. The distance between these two is 10 feet. Normally it will be considered for this 20 feet. I will just click on this and come down to level 1. I will try to rename this by 01. I will give you ground floor. I will say G of ground floor. Then press it outside. Would you like to rename in the corresponding views? So yes, I want to rename the same thing both in the floor plan and as well as in the ceiling plan. I will say yes. The moment when you do that, you can see in floor plan also it says ground floor. In the ceiling plan also you have ground. Then you just come down to this level 2 and double click, and then I will say 02. I will say first floor. So it will be arranged in the alphabetical order. So that is the reason why I am considering 01 and 02, because it will goes by the number. So you can see that the floor plan in the ground floor also, and in the ceiling plan also, and in this first floor is also from the ground floor plan and also in the ceiling plan. Okay. So if you want to change the thickness of this, or if you wanted to alter the height of this, I can give 20 feet. It will take the distance between the ground floor to the first floor is 20 feet. So if there is a variation in floors, you can go for this particular how we can be able to change. And I can also create different levels also, that levels which we have already explained in our previous video. So I'll just come down to 10 feet. So I will just click on outside. So now we have adjusted the height now. Now you come down to the ground floor, always create the plan in the ground floor. That is on the ground floor. So now I will go for the wall construction, and then you take the basic wall as 9 feet, 9 inches. Then I will start constructing it. Here, if you see, the height is unconnected. So I already selected this first floor because I've already taken that. Then what is the location of the wall of the center line? So the location of the wall is on the center line. Okay. So I will come down to finish face interior, because I want internal wall to internal wall. The moment when I click on this, you can see here you have this interior here. Do you have interior? No. So it is taking from the exterior. So how to change this? I will just take the space bar, so it becomes interior now. You can see this is interior and this becomes the exterior. Okay. So again, I will just click on this, or I will take this point. So this has become the wall. Okay, from this line to this line, and also from this line to this line. This is one method. So the other method is I will go for a rectangle. Again, I'm going to take face interior. I will just click on this. And now you can see it is taken from some dimensions I will take of any rectangle. So now if you just click on this, what happens? You will just click on any wall. The moment when you click on any wall, so you can see it has taken from center line to the center line. Why it is taking from the center line to the center line? That is basically because even though in the wall construction you have taken the interior wall, but still it is taking the center line. Why? That is basically because if you go for, see, this is the actually called the temporary dimension. If you just click on this, it becomes permanent. You just click on this, it becomes permanent. So I cannot edit this now. Okay. So once it is permanent, if you try to edit, it will say it is not possible. Okay. So I cannot able to edit this permanent dimension. So this is the problem which you're going to face. So again, I'm going to just click on this and I will delete it. Now, if I click on any wall, you can see that, sorry, if you click on any wall here, this dimension is giving 17, but how much I want? I want 11 feet, correct? I will just click on the type and I will say 11 feet. But actually what happens from this dimension to this? Because I want interior to interior, so I will just go for annotate and go for linear dimension. I will select this point and I will select this one, and again I will select this one and I will try to gain this. So we have 10 feet 3 inches, but actually how much it should be? It should be 10 feet 11 feet. So if you want to change this, then what should I do now? I will just click on this side. Now you have 11 feet from center line to center line. So I will just click on this side and I will also click on this side. Then I will try to give the dimension which is 11 feet. So this is one method of changing it. But still the dimension what you have now, it has been updated. Okay. I will just delete this, or I will just control Z. Okay. Now we want to give the dimension. So to do this, so the moment when I click on this, it should always take interior one. Now it has been taken. That is basically because I have changed it. Okay. Yeah. Now I will going to come out of this. Now I'll just click on this. You can see that you have from internal to internal. Again, I will come back. Yeah. Now I will come down to this. Go to architecture, click on wall. Then I want the level. I will just click on this side and I will just click on this side now. Okay. Now we have this interior to interior. Okay. Do you have interior to interior? You just click on this. Now you can see here you have interior here, and here also we have interior here. Do you have interior? No, it's not there. So that is basically because we will see that why it is not so. The moment when you come down to view, come down to manage, sorry, come down to manage, come down to additional settings, and come down to annotation, go to the temporary dimension. See, basically in the temporary dimension, what it will be having is here the walls is because due to the center line. I want to make it to the face, and then you click on OK. The moment when you do that, now if I just click on this, you can see you have the face interior of the wall, and since in the beginning this wall is considered for the wall face, so it has taken this. Now we will try to give the dimension for this. What is the dimension of this? It is 16 feet. I will type 16 and enter. So now you can see the wall interior to interior is 16. So I will just click outside. Now I will go for annotate, go to align dimension, select on this. Still it is not taking here the align dimension. Why? That is basically because you can see that the wall is at the center line. You make it wall faces. Then you just click on this and you just click on this. So you will get 16 feet. Okay. The next thing is I want to give the dimension for this now. I will just go for align dimension. Again, select this and you select this. So what is the dimension you have? 43.3. But how much I want? I want 11 feet. You just click outside and go to modify. Click on this side and give the dimension as 11 feet. So automatically it will come some joints to this. So this is how we will going to able to construct a rectangle or the rectangular wall of the dimension 11 feet by 16 feet. How it will going to look when you are looking from the three-dimensional view? You just click on this three-dimensional view, so you can see this is the wall what you have. So I'll just come down to this visual style and you make it shaded now. So first we have constructed this. Again, I will go back to the ground floor. Now I want to draw this now, the next wall. Sorry, I want to come down to this and I will try to extend this. So to do that, I will just, I will just click on this and I will try to move it out now like this. Okay, sorry. I will just come down to this and I will move this out here like this. Okay. So once you do that, now we have this dimension. So how to create that one more wall now? That is this wall I want to construct. So there is one more method which is called offset. So what is the offset? You just come down to architecture, click on modify, come down to offset. So what is the offset dimension? I want to offset this wall by 6 feet because x direction is 6, y direction is 5. So I will just select on this. I will go for 6 feet. You type 6 feet and enter. And then you just click on this wall and you click. Okay. You take select it on this side. Then again, I want offset. This is 5 feet. So I will just come down to offset, select this line and you give 5 feet here. Like in AutoCAD, what we use the offset command, the same way you are using it here also. You just click it on this. Now, actually, do you have any line here? No. So I want to remove that. So how to remove that? There is called trim. You just come down to this. Trim exactly works in the similar manner of the AutoCAD. You just click on this as the cutting edge, and this is the edge which I want to retain. So what happens? So the entire thing and this portion is removed. Okay. So this is the problem what you will going to face. So I will just come down to this. I will just go for trim. You select this entire thing, okay, and I want to retain this portion, okay. It will remove this. Previously what I have taken, the previously what I did was I will just selected this and I will click on this side and I will click on this side. So it is trim and removing the extra material, but I don't want this. But if you want to extend this, you can go for the extend. You just click on this side and it will automatically select this as the, sorry, you just come down to the trim to extend. You just click on this as the boundary and then you click on this side. So it will extend. So this is also one method. Then I want to trim the extra portion. You just click on this as the cutting edge. Okay. And I want to remove this side. So you just click on this. And if you want to take this as the cutting edge and then you click on this side. So you have the this portion. Similarly, I want to remove this portion. You just come down to this. One way is you go for this, select on this side and also on this side. So it is removed now. So now what we have this uh, square or rectangle or whatever it is. But what should be the dimension of that? The dimension of this should be 6 feet by 5 feet. So now we will go for annotation, annotate, go to align dimension, select on this and you select on this. So you have 5 feet, 3 inches. But what, how much I want? I want 6 feet. So you come down to modify, select on this, and you give the dimension as 6 feet. Okay. So automatically this will be considered. Similarly, I want to select on this side and you give the dimension to be 5 feet. You just click on this and I will give 5 feet. And I want to click on this now. Okay. 5 feet. So now we have this entire thing we have completed. So that means I have constructed both one more view here, wall. The next thing is I want to come down to this back. Okay. You just come down to this. Now I want to draw this line, which is of 11 feet. Okay. So to do that, one way is you go to like what we did for the last one, the same way you can do. But I will go for architecture, click on wall, and I will select some arbitrary point and I will draw a wall. Okay. Then I will go for the extend elements. I will just click on this boundary and I will select this one and I will select this one. So we have this portion. Then what I want to take 11 feet by 11 feet. Anyhow, this dimension is 11 feet, which is already there. Okay. And I will go for trim, select this as the cutting edge and this as the one which I want to retain. Then I want to give the dimension. So you go to annotate, go to align dimension, select on this and you select on this and give the dimension. Okay. Then I will click on this side. Sorry. Then I will click on this side and I'll give the dimension as how much it is? 8 feet. 11 feet by 11 feet. I will just type 11 feet. Yeah. So we have this dimension. So this one is over. So once you have this, so naturally this dimension is also 11 feet. So we have this ground floor. Now if you come down to 3D, now you can see that has been updated here. So again, you go back to the ground floor and then the next thing is I want to create this wall, which is at a distance of 11 feet. So how to do that? So again, I'll go for architecture, click on wall. One way is give the offset or I will just click on this and I will draw one line here, the one wall. So if you go to the 3D, simply you can see there is one part which has been updated here. But again, I'll go back to the ground floor and I want to extend the elements now. I will just go to the extend elements, multiple elements I want now. You just click on this side. So this is the boundary. I want to extend this and I want to extend this. Okay. Then I want to remove the extra, that is trim. What you want is I want to trim this. Again, I will go for trim. We will select this as the cutting edge and I want to retain this portion. Okay. Similarly, I want this as the cutting edge and I want to retain this portion. Okay. So we have this particular wall. But whether it has taken the dimension, no. I have not. Simply, I have approximately taken the wall and I have drawn this. But actually, when you see from the 3D, yes, there is the wall construction is over. But it is not as per the dimension. I want to create the dimension for that. Again, you go to the ground floor in the floor plan. So here, I will go for annotate, go to align dimension between this line and this line you take. So what should be the dimension? 11 feet, correct? I want to take it is 11 feet. So I will just continue. Then I'll come down to this and I will click on this. So what should be the dimension? The dimension should be 11 feet. You just give the 11 feet. Okay. Then obviously this should be 22. Always, I think it is going to be there. You need not have to worry about that point. It is already there. Yes, you have 22 feet. The next thing is here, I want to create this wall now. Okay, how to create that? So again, I will go for a wall, go to architecture, click on wall, and I will take some arbitrary, and then I'll create this. Similarly, I want to draw a wall here. So I will go for wall, or I will go to just extend. I will draw one more wall from here to here of any size. Again, I want to draw one more wall here. Yes, I will just go to this and I will draw one more wall of any dimension. Don't worry about the dimension. So again, I will go for extend. You select this one and I will select this one. And again, you select between these. So now we have constructed all the walls now. But this is, do you have this as per the dimension? No. I will go for annotate and I will go for align dimension. I will just select on this side and I will select on this side. So it is around 9 feet 8, 9 feet 8, 8 by 9 by 16 inches. So I want to make it as 6 feet, correct? So I'll just click it outside and I will just click on this and I want to give this as 6 feet because it is face to face. Yes. Then the next thing is I want to draw, this is for 8 feet. So I will just click on this side and again I will give this dimension as 8 feet. Okay, now I will create this as the permanent dimension. So we have this. So this is automatically it becomes 6 feet and the next thing is I want to draw for 6 feet again. Again, I will go for a line dimension between this line, and I will try to give the dimension for this. So I will click it outside, and I will click on this, and I will select this, and I give the dimension as 6 feet by 6 feet. Okay. So this is how you will be able to create this drawing, or the floor plan. And when you look from the 3D, you can see how this has been created. This is as per the requirement of whatever we have taken from this one. Now I want to take the doors, how to place the door. So to place the door, first I need to go for a door. So how to do that? I will just go to the door. I'll have a single flush. I want to go for the dimensions. What is the door dimension? 4 feet by 7 feet. Then D1 is 3 feet by 7 feet. And D2, 2 feet 6 inches by 7 feet. So I will just come down to door. I will take the single flush door, and I will take any dimension. Okay. I will just go to the edit type. I will go for a duplicate. See why I am doing duplicate, because at present this door has got a width of 3 feet and the height as 7 feet. Always the height of the door will normally will consider 7 feet. And even if you want to reduce it, also you can reduce, or you can, if you want, you can increase it. So basically now I want to create the duplicating of the door. I will just type capital D, and then I will say OK. Then you come down to here, the door width. What is that? I want 4 feet. You just type 4 feet. And the height is 7 feet. You just apply it and then say OK. So again, I will go for architecture, and sorry, you come down to this, go to edit type, and now you go to duplicate and make it D1 now. Then click on OK. So what is the door width? 3 feet. So here you take the width as 3 feet now and enter. Then you apply it and then say OK. Similarly, you just go to the edit type and make it duplicate and type D2 now. Enter. What is the value of D2? D2 should be 2 feet 6 inches. So I will come down to the width and I will make it 2 feet 6 inches. 2 feet 6 inches. Enter. And then I will say apply and say OK. So once you do that, so we have all the doors have been taken. Now I want to take this as the D. So to do that, I will come down to the door. I will go to the ground floor. Then in the plan only, you need to introduce this. So I will just go to door. Sorry, you just go down to door. Come down to D1, D first. Now you select whichever way you want. See, normally the door has to be, the main entrance door has to be inside. You just take to the inside wall, and you just, if you take it on this side, you will go to get it here. If you want to take it inside, you will go to get it like this. So I will going to take the wall inside, door inside, and I will just click on this. Okay. And here, what should be the dimension? The dimension should be from this wall, it should be 0 feet 6 inches. So I want to make it 8 inches now. So to do that, one way is you just click on this, and you just click here. So this is the dimension what you are going to get. Okay. But I want to make it 0 feet 8 inches. So you type 0 feet 8 inches now. So we have first door has been placed now. Okay. How it will going to look in the 3 dimension? You can see that the 3-dimensional drawing herein, the door has been placed here. Okay. So if you come down to this, and if you try to rotate also, you can see how it is been rotating here. Okay. Yes. Yeah. The next thing is, I will come down to this ground floor. Then I want to go for this door, D1, and here also D1. Okay. And 1, 2, only 2 doors of D1. So I will just come down to this architecture. Sorry, come down to door. So you take D1 now. So D1, which is this one. Now I want to select it on this side. You just click it on this side now. Okay. Then again, similarly, I want to go for here. What is that value? Again, D1 only. So you come down to this. You just go to the door and you just click on this side and you select it on this. Click on this. Okay. Now we have both D1. Okay. Now, if you want to go for manage and then come down to the additional settings and then go to annotation and go for temporary dimension. These doors, windows are with reference to the center line. So that is the reason why the door reference is given from the wall to the center line of the door. I want to make it for opening and I will just click on OK. So what happens? Let us see now. If I want to keep it for the another one. So I want to go for this door and I want to open it here. So here what I will do, I will just come down to D2 now, that is D2. I will just come down to architecture and go to door. And now you select D2 now. You just come down to this. So you can see that here I want it on through the inner wall of this. So I will just take it onto the inner wall and I will click it here. So the moment when you do that, previously the reference was given with reference to the center. Now it is going for the edge. So I'll come down to this and I will just click on this and I will take this dimension as 0 feet 8 inches now. Okay, this is one thing. So once you do that, so this door is also over D2 and similarly I want D2 for this. So how to do that now? This D1 is here. Okay, I want to go for D2, that is here, and I will just go to the door and I will select from here. So I want to keep it like this and you just click on this. Now you click on this side and you give the dimension as 8 inches. So 0 feet 8 inches. Okay. Sorry, I will just click on this and I will take it out. Sorry. Yes, I want to take it in this direction. So I'll just click on this. I give the dimension as 0 feet 8 inches. So you take 0 feet 8 inches. Okay. Or else if you want to give more also, you can give more. Here you make it as 1 feet. Okay. That is also possible. So we have all the doors have been placed and I want to give one more door here, which is D2. Okay. So this is now we are not at D2, we are at, we are at D2 only. And I just go to the door and we are at D2. Now you take it onto this side. So you want it on this one, you just give the space bar so that the door opening will be on the left side. Always should be, the door should be towards any one direction and it should be always with reference to the inner wall of the thickness of the wall. So you just click on this and I will say, what is the dimension from here to here? It is 0 feet 8 inches, accepted. Okay, then you press escape. So now we have all the doors have been placed. Now we are going to go for the windows. How to go in for the windows? So you just again come down to 3D. And now if you go to this 3D and if you say window, yeah, now you can see all the doors have been placed. I will just click on this and I will go to rotate and you can see all the doors from each of the compartments you can be able to see here. Yes, similarly on this side. Now the next thing is I will go for a fit. Sorry, I will just go for home fit. Yes. Now I will come down to the ground floor. Now I want to place the windows now. So to place the windows, what I want is W is for window 4 feet by 4 feet. So I'll come down to window. Now you have the fixed one. I will just go to the edit type. I will type make it duplicate and I will make it duplicate and I type W and say OK. So what should be? It is 4 feet by 4 feet. Width, height is 4 feet and width should also be equal to 4 feet now. So you take 4 feet and enter. And then you apply it and say OK. Similarly, you go to edit type and you take duplicate and make it W1 now and say OK. So what is the width of the W1? 3 feet by 4 feet. So you come down to height is 3 feet only, 4 feet only. That width should be 3 feet. And then you just go to apply and say OK. Then I want the ventilator. The ventilator should be of 4 feet by 3 feet. That is, width is 4 feet and the height is 3 feet. Ventilator. So for that, I will just go to the edit type and I will use the same window for the duplication and I will type V and say. So what is the width of the ventilator? The width of the ventilator is 2 feet and height is 1 feet. So Height is here. The ventilator height should be 1 feet. Yes. And the width of the ventilator should be 2 feet. Okay. Then you say apply and say okay now. So now we are going to start placing the windows now. So this is W, and this is W1. So I will come down to the window and I want W first. Okay. I will take this window here. So the moment when you start trying to do this, you can see here, you just click on this side. Sorry, you just come out of this. You take it from the inside like this. Yeah. So now 1 feet 2 inches. Always is at the middle of the window should always be placed somewhere near to the middle of the uh, wall. Again, I want to come down to this and I want to make these two. This is also W now. So I will just go to window. I will go for W. You just click on this side, make it exactly at the midpoint, and then you just escape. Similarly, I want W1 here. So you just come down to window, make it W1 here, and you select it on this side exactly at the midpoint and say yes. Now you come down to 3D. Now you can see how the doors have been placed now. Okay. The next thing is I want to go to the ground floor. So here I want to take up the one more thing here. So here W is already over. So I want to place in the bedroom W1. So you just come down to window and select W1 and I will keep it here at the exactly at the midpoint. Okay. This is 6 feet 6 inches and here it is 6 feet 6 inches. You just click on, sorry. You just click on this side and I will just click on this and you make it off. Okay. So once you do that, so we have a window W1 here, then I want the ventilator here. So for that, I will just go to window, you type V now, and you select at the center and you just leave this. Okay, escape. Similarly, I want to draw, sorry, I don't want, yeah, I want to draw the ventilator there. And similarly, I want to draw one more ventilator here. So to do that, I will come down to this and I will go to window, select this portion. So I want exactly at the midpoint. I will say 2 feet. Yes. And then escape. So we have all the doors and windows we have been placed now. So we have W1, then we have W1, then ventilator, and here also the ventilator. Yes. Now you come down to 3 dimensions, so it will be having this. But one thing is, this ventilator should be at the height of 7 feet. So that is what is called sill height. So the sill height is 3 feet. I want to make it 7 feet now. So see now how it will going to be increased here. So similarly, I want to come down to this, which is that is here, and I will click on this shift and I will try to move it out. Okay. Then you go to zone fit. Here we have the ventilator here. Okay. Again, you just go to modify, you just click on this and you make the sill height as 7 feet. So that you can do it in the even from the top view or ground floor also. So now we have all these heights and everything has been set. So what I want is I want all the windows and doors are the same height. So here I will just come down to this. I'll try to check whether it is there or not. So I'll go for the modify and go to alignment. Select this door with reference to this one. So that will move out. Just go down to, what is that? Where is that happen? Yeah, it's inside. Yes. Now I want to go for alignment. Just click on this face. Okay, onto this face. Okay. Now if you come down to the front view, I think it will be both are in aligned direction. Yes. You have this one. Yes. No, it is not yet. So I will go for aligned. You select on this and I want to select on this side. Okay. No, it's not taking it here. So I will just go to 3D. Okay. Okay. Now you come down here. Go to aligned, alignment of this. Okay. with reference to this. Similarly, I want this alignment from here to this side. Both are aligned in the same direction. You can see here. But I want to the top floor. Okay, I will take to the top side of this to the top side of this. Okay. Yes, now it is aligned. Similarly, I want to take up alignment of this window with reference to this window. Okay. Now you come down to front view. So now do you see any alignment? Yes. No, still it is outside. So these two are still at the outside only. You just go to 3 dimension. Now we will come down to this face. Again, you go for align. Okay, I will click on this top side of this. Okay, here. And I want this to be aligned with this top side of this. Okay, now, yeah. Now it has been aligned properly. Similarly, I want to align this portion. Go to align the top surface of this, okay, to the top surface of this. Yes, okay. Oh, it has taken and it has gone, I think. Yes, no, everything is been aligned properly. No, this has gone to the top still. Okay, I want to reduce that. So I will just come down to this portion. I will say aligned, select on this side of the top surface with reference to this face. Okay. Or do I need to go for this? I want to go for align, select on this face. Yes. To this face. Yes. Okay. Now you come down to the front. And now, yeah, all these things have been aligned properly now. So again, you just go to the 3 dimension and all other things are, they remain the same. So, but here I want to align this. So the moment when you click on this, you know what is the sill height. The sill height is 3 feet 3 inches. So you just go to that and you rotate this now. You just come down to this and I will rotate. So you just click on this side and you take this as the sill height. What is the sill height? Sorry, I will just click on this. I'll come down to modify. You click on this window, you make it 3 feet 3 inches. Yes. So that is aligned now. Similarly, on this side. Okay, those are 7 feet and all other things are, if you select this one, how much it is? 3 feet 3 inches. So here also it is 3 feet 3 inches. Then I will go for fit and you select on this side also like 3 feet 3 inches. Yes. Okay, now just click on this side. 3 feet 3 inches. Sorry. 3 feet 3 inches. Yes. So now everything is aligned properly now. Okay. So there are the several methods in which you can align this. One is by aligning, or you can give the sill heights also. But if you want to avoid that 3 feet 3 inches and all, the one way is if you just click on the door, if you have the door here, and if you just click on the door, I will just click on this door. Sill height is 0, so you have 7 feet. And if you just click on this window, okay, in window, what is the dimension you have? So here, the total dimension is head height is 7 feet 3 inches. So here, if you want to make it for exactly to be aligned with that, so what I have taken is I have taken the height of this one also, the thickness. I will just go to 3 feet. That also it is accepted. Again, you come down to this and give 3 feet here. Okay. Then you take this one and make it 3 feet. The advantage of what you're doing is, so everything will be at the same height, so that you need not have to worry about when you are constructing it, because all the heights will going to remain at the same. Again, you click on this and you make it 3 feet 3 inches or 3 feet. Okay, so this is how you will be able to adjust the doors and windows depending upon the requirement. Accordingly, you can change the distance of the window from the floor. So this is how you will be able to create the wall and placing of doors and windows in the floor plan. So this is how exactly you can see with all the including all the dimensions which have been constructed. Okay. So in the next video, we're going to take up all how to create the floor, how to create the roof and all those things. Thank you.